Hello everyone. Today you will be learning about no solution equation and identity equation. And then after that, you will have SAT practice tests. We will try to answer some of it. And this practice test involves the lessons that we had for the past 2 weeks. Let's proceed. Equations with no solution and identity. When you say no solution, when there is no value of the variable that will result in a true equation, then you will have a no solution equation. And when an equation may be true for all values of the variable, then you will have an identity equation. Now let's have some examples here so that we will completely understand what is a no solution or an identity equation. Example 1. Solve each equation. If the equation has no solution or it is an identity, write no solution or identity. Letter A. 2 times the quantity of 1 minus x plus 5x is equal to 3 times the quantity of x plus 1. So for our solution, we have here, we see there is a grouping symbol in this side here, and then there is another grouping symbol here. So we'll try to get rid of them by distributive property. So what we will distribute here, we distribute 2 to the quantity of 1 minus x, and here we will distribute 3 to the quantity of x plus 1. So the result would be, that is 2 times 1 is equal to 2, 2 times negative x, that is negative 2x, then plus 5 is equal to 3 times x gives you 3x, 3 times 1 gives you 3. Then simplify that, you will have negative 2x plus 5. You can combine this together. That gives you 2 plus 3x is equal to 3x plus 3. Then we will try to subtract 3x from each side. So you will have 2 plus 3x minus 3x is equal to 3x plus 3 minus 3x. So that becomes 0. And then this one is also 0. So what is left now is 2 is equal to 3. Now this is a false statement or a false equation because 2 can never be 3. Therefore, the equation above is a no solution equation. Then let's have example B. 1/2 of the quantity of 8y minus 6 is equal to 5y minus the quantity of y plus 3. So to solve that, you will have to get rid of the grouping symbols by distributive property. Then you will have 1/2 times 8y gives you 4y, 1/2 minus times negative 6, gives you negative 3. Then you will have is equal to 5y, negative y, a negative sign before a grouping symbol. That means that everything in the grouping symbol will be multiplied to a negative 1. So you will have negative, this becomes negative y, positive 3 becomes negative 3. So simplify this further. You will have 5y minus y, that will be 4y. So you will have 4y minus 3 is equal to 4y minus 3. Now, from this equation itself, you will be able to see that whatever is the value of your y here will make the equation true. So this type of equation here, 1/2 times the quantity of 8y minus 6 is equal to 5y minus the quantity of y plus 3, is an identity equation. Now let's have SAT practice test 1. That means no calculators is needed, or no calculator is needed for this particular test. Let's have question number 1. If 1/3 of 9 minus 6x is equal to 5 minus 2x, what is the value of x? So you have here 4 choices. And then before we choose our answer, we try to solve this and find the value of x. So you will have 1/3 of 9 minus 6x is equal to 5 minus 2x. So we distribute that becomes 3x minus 2x is equal to 5 minus 2x. Then we will add 2x to both sides of your equation. You will have 3 is equal to 5. 3 is equal to 5 is a false statement. Therefore, our answer to this question is letter D. Next question. 5 times the quantity of x minus 2 minus 3x is equal to 2 times the quantity of x minus 5. Which of the following must be true? Letter A, x is equal to 3, B, x is 4, C, x is 5, or D, the equation is true for all values of x. Now, let's try to solve this. You have there 5 times 2 times the quantity of x minus 2, minus 3x is equal to 2 times the quantity of x minus 5. So we just distribute 5 to x and negative 2. That makes it 5x minus 10. Minus 3 is equal to, distribute this, you will have 2x minus 10. Now, 5x minus 3x, they are like terms, so we can combine them. So you have 2x minus 10 is equal to 2x minus 10. So this type of equation then is an equation that is true for all values of x. In other words, it is an identity equation. So your answer is letter D. The third question. 1/3 of the quantity of 15 minus 6x is equal to 5 minus ax. If a linear equation above is an identity, what is the value of a? So you have here 4 choices. Letter A, 2, letter B, 3, letter C, 4, or letter D, 5. Now, we will not just choose any, but we have to solve for the value of a that would make this equation an identity. So since they are identity, so they are equal. Therefore, we can say that 1/3 of 15 minus 6x is equal to 5x minus ax. Simplify this by distributive property. So you will have 5 minus 2x is equal to 5 minus ax. Now, if we are going to subtract 5 from both sides of our equation, then what is left is negative 2x, or 2x is equal to ax. Therefore, the value of your a is equal to letter A. A is equal to 2. Next one. If 2x plus 3y is 18, which of the following gives y in terms of x? When you say y in terms of x, we are to isolate the y variable to the left side of your equation itself, and then the rest of the terms will be to the right side of your equation. So you have here 4 different choices. So let's try how to make this equation in y in terms of x. So you'll have 2x plus 3y equals 18. So we want y alone in the left side of your equation. So you will have 3y is equal to 18 minus 2x. And then we do not want y to have a coefficient more than 1. So let's divide the whole equation by 3. That gives you y is equal to 6 minus 2 over 3x. And this equation now is in y in terms of x. Therefore, our answer is letter D. Then let's have number 5. If AB minus 1 all over 3 is equal to C, which of the following gives B in terms of the other variables? So you will have 4 different choices here. So let's try to isolate B in the right side, in the left side of your equation, and the rest of the terms to the right side of your equation, so that it will be B in terms of the other variables. So let's have AB minus 1 over 3 is equal to C. And by cross multiplication, you can multiply 3 and C, so you will have AB minus 1 is equal to 3C. Then subtract or add 1 to both sides of your equation so that we can eliminate this. You will have AB is equal to 3C plus 1. But we do not want A here, so we will divide the whole equation by A. So what is left now is B is equal to 3C plus 1 all over A. And this is now B in terms of the other variables. And your answer is letter A. Number 6. What is the value of M if 0.4 times 5m minus 9 is equal to negative 5m minus 4 times the quantity of 0.3 minus m? So you have here 4 choices. Then let's try to solve what is the value of our m. 0.4 times 5m gives you 2m. 0.4 times negative 9, that is 3.6. Then we do not do anything with 5m still. So you will have minus 4 times 0.3, that gives you 1.2. Negative 4 times negative m, that is 4m. Then we simplify negative 5m and 4m, that is negative m. So we can now combine like terms. Then we will have 2m plus m is equal to negative 1.2 plus 3.6. And then you will have 3m is equal to 2.4. You divide the whole equation by 3, so that makes it m is equal to 0.8. And our answer is letter B. Number 7. When 1/2 of the number n is decreased by 4, the result is 6. What is 3 times n added to 7? So you have here 4 choices, and before you choose, you have to analyze our phrase here, our verbal phrase here. So 1/2 of mn, of the number n, 1/2 of the number n is decreased by 4, so that is just 1/2 n minus 4. And the result is negative 6. So that is 1/2 n minus 4 is equal to negative 6. Then we solve for n. So you will have 1/2 n is equal to negative 2. Then simplify further, you will have n is equal to negative 4. But then we still have 3 times n added to 7. So what is 3 times n added to 7? That is 3n plus 7, which is equal to 3. Substitute n is equal to negative 4. So you'll have 3 times negative 4 plus 7. So you will have negative 12 plus 7 gives you negative 5. Therefore, your answer is letter D. Now, I want you to try to answer number 8 and 9 and 10 questions. Do not just choose any letters, but you try to analyze and solve each of the problem given. So this is number 8 and then number 9. 4 times the greatest of 3 consecutive odd integers exceeds 3 times the least by 31. What is the greatest of the 3 consecutive odd integers? So you have here the choices, and then, but you need to solve it. The last question is 4x plus 13 is equal to 7 times the quantity of x minus 2 plus bx. If the linear equation above has no solution, which of the following could be the value of b? So you have here 4 choices, and always remember that this equation has no solution. So what will be the value of b? That's all for today. Thank you for listening and see you in the next video.